Let's just call it what it is. You're exhausted, you're frustrated, you're wondering if it's even worth it anymore. You've done the work, you've tried the mindset shifts, the journaling, the early mornings, the late nights. And still, you feel stuck, and now you're standing at the edge of giving up. But let me tell you something right now, don't you dare quit here. You see, we've been fed this lie that if it's meant to be, it should feel easy. That if it's aligned, it should flow. No, that's not real life. That's Instagram life. Real transformation. It's messy, it's painful, it's uncomfortable, and you know why? Because growth hurts, it stretches. It breaks you down before it builds you up, and if you're in pain right now, congratulations, it means you're in the process. The mistake we make is thinking that our feelings are the full story. Yes, your emotions are valid, but they are not facts. Feeling like a failure doesn't make you one. Feeling tired doesn't mean you stop. Feeling scared doesn't mean you turn around. It just means you're human and you're in the middle of change. And change always feels like chaos before it becomes clarity. You're telling yourself that maybe it's not working. Maybe you're not meant for this. But the truth is, most people quit right before the breakthrough. Not because they don't have what it takes, but because they stopped seeing progress. They stopped feeling the spark, and they mistook boredom for failure and discomfort for misalignment. But guess what? Success isn't supposed to feel exciting all the time. It's supposed to feel repetitive. It's supposed to feel gritty. It's supposed to feel like a test because it is. And here's where it gets real. You don't need a new plan. You need a new level of commitment. Stop jumping from one thing to the next, hoping that will be the thing that finally clicks. It's not about the thing. It's about the follow through. It's about whether you show up on the days you don't feel like it. Whether you keep moving when no one's clapping for you. Whether you can keep your eyes on the vision when your reality hasn't caught up yet. You think quitting will make the pain stop, but all it really does is reset the pain. You'll be right back here 6 months from now, starting over, wishing you hadn't given up when it got hard. So let me ask you, what if this hard moment isn't the end? What if it's the test? What if it's the moment the universe wants to see if you're serious? You've got to decide, are you interested or are you committed? Because interest is conditional. Interest shows up when it feels good. Commitment shows up no matter what. Commitment doesn't flinch when it gets tough. Commitment closes the back door, so stop negotiating with your excuses. Stop waiting for motivation to save you. Motivation is a feeling. Discipline is a decision. You don't need more time. You need to stop wasting time doubting yourself. You don't need to start over. You need to realize how far you've already come. Look at you, still here, still breathing, still trying. That's strength. That's what resilience looks like. You are not broken, you're building. And brick by brick, moment by moment, you are shaping a version of you that doesn't crumble under pressure but rises because of it. Let me tell you something I tell myself. You didn't come this far to quit. You came this far to prove to yourself that you can finish, that you can overcome, that you can rise from rock bottom and still build something unstoppable. So, no, you're not giving up. Not today. Not now. Not when everything in you has been fighting to be better. You may need to rest. You may need to recalibrate. But you don't get to quit on yourself, because there's someone on the other side of your success who needs your story, who needs your courage, who needs your example. So you wipe your face, you fix your posture, you take a deep breath, and you keep going. This is not the end. This is the middle. And it's the messy middle that makes the victory worth it. Let's go. You're overwhelmed, and your emotions are screaming at you to stop. They tell you, you can't do this. This isn't working, or you're not good enough. And those feelings feel so real that you start believing they must be true. But here's the truth no one told you loud enough. Your feelings are real, but they're not facts. Your feelings come from your current state, your fatigue, your fear, your disappointment. They're signals, yes, but they are not conclusions. You can feel like a failure and still be in the middle of your growth. You can feel like nothing is working. while everything is quietly falling into place behind the scenes. Feelings are whether temporary conditions, but most people build permanent decisions based on them. That's the mistake. Think about it. How many times have you felt anxious, only to realize there was nothing to be afraid of? How many times did you feel like quitting, but something told you to keep going, and later, you were glad you did? That's the gap between emotion and evidence, and if you're not careful, your emotions will make you quit something your future self will thank you for sticking with. When you start chasing a goal or stepping into change, your nervous system panics. That's normal. You're breaking routine, stepping into the unknown. Your brain screams, retreat, because it's wired for comfort, not progress. And here's where most people get it twisted. They assume discomfort means danger. It doesn't. It means growth. It means you're moving beyond what's familiar, and your body and brain haven't caught up yet. That resistance you're feeling, that's the cost of transformation. You're literally rewiring your system, and that doesn't feel peaceful. It feels chaotic, but the chaos is not the problem. The interpretation is. You start assigning meaning to those emotions. I'm overwhelmed, so I must not be capable. I'm scared, so this must be the wrong path. I'm tired, so maybe I should just stop. No. You're misreading the signals. Fear isn't a stop sign, it's an invitation. Discomfort isn't danger, it's data. It means you're doing something different, something bold, something important. You've got to learn to feel the feeling and still follow through . You don't get to choose whether emotions show up, but you do get to choose what you do with them. That's emotional mastery. That's where power lives. You pause, you breathe, and you ask yourself, is this feeling helping me or holding me back? Is it true or is it just familiar? Because let's be real, for a lot of us, self-doubt feels safer than self-belief. Why? Because it doesn't require anything. It gives you an out. It lets you stay small. And staying small feels safe, but it doesn't feel alive. You want to build something in your life, you're going to have to walk through the noise. You're going to have to keep showing up even when you don't feel like it. Especially when you don't feel like it. That's what creates the gap between average and excellent. It's not intelligence, it's not talent, it's not timing, it's emotional discipline. The ability to notice your emotions but not obey them. When fear tells you to pull back, you lean in. When doubt whispers you're not enough, you whisper back, watch me. When frustration builds, you pause, you process, but you don't retreat. You respond . This is how you take your power back. This is how you learn to trust yourself again. Because every time you follow through in spite of the fear, in spite of the fatigue, in spite of the overwhelm, you build evidence. Evidence that you can do hard things. Evidence that your feelings don't have the final say. And let me be crystal clear, this isn't about suppressing your emotions. This isn't about pretending to be positive when you're breaking inside. This is about not letting those emotions drive the car. Feel them, acknowledge them, but make your decisions based on your values not your emotions, on your vision not your current mood, because moods pass. Vision pulls you forward. The biggest breakthroughs in your life will come the moment you stop believing that every hard emotion is a sign to stop. You don't need everything to feel good to do what's right. You don't need confidence to take action. You need courage . You need grit. You need a reason that's bigger than your excuses. And you need to remind yourself every single day that feelings may visit, but they are not in charge. Your power begins the moment you separate truth from temporary emotion. When you start saying, this is how I feel, but it's not who I am, and it's not what I'm going to do. That's leadership. That's self-respect. That's growth, and that's exactly who you're becoming. So the next time fear, doubt, exhaustion, or hopelessness show up, you look them in the face and say, thanks for the warning, but I'm still going. Because your emotions don't get to decide your future asterisk, you do. Asterisk, you're at the edge. That edge where everything in your body is telling you to turn around, shut it down, walk away. That's the exact place where most people stop, and they justify it. They say, it wasn't meant to be, or I gave it my best shot, or maybe now's not the right time. But I'm telling you right now, asterisk, asterisk, the moment you want to quit is the moment you must keep going, asterisk, asterisk. That moment, that's your test. That's the line that separates the version of you that stays the same from the one that evolves. When you hit that wall, when you're mentally fried, emotionally raw, and physically done, that's not a sign to back off. That's your break through trying to be born. You've been grinding, pushing, staying consistent. And now it feels like you've got nothing left in the tank. That's exactly how it's asterisk supposed asterisk to feel, because growth isn't a straight line. It's a pressure cooker. And when that pressure hits its peak, your instincts will scream, get out. But the version of you that changes your life doesn't run, it stays. It breathes, and it moves forward one tiny, trembling step at a time. See, people glamorize growth. They paint this pretty picture of achievement, the highlight reels, the milestones, the shiny wins. But you know what growth asterisk actually asterisk feels like? It feels like failure. It feels like doubt. It feels like your brain telling you this isn't worth it. And that's why most people don't make it, because they think those feelings mean they're doing it wrong. No, those feelings mean you're doing it asterisk right asterisk. You're pushing past the edge of what's comfortable, and your mind is trying to pull you back to safety. This is where you have to decide, are you led by your feelings, or are you led by your purpose? You've already invested so much. The time, the effort, the sacrifices, they matter, and the tragedy. Most people walk away right before the payoff. The discomfort peaks, and they assume it means the dream wasn't meant for them. No, it means the dream is close asterisk, so close asterisk that your resistance is flaring up one last time to try to stop you. And if you quit now, you'll never know how close you were. You'll rob yourself of the break. Through you were building brick by brick, day by day. Let's be real. It's not that you're incapable. It's not that the goal is too big. It's that your mind is exhausted. And that's okay. You're allowed to rest. You're allowed to take a breath. But quitting, walking away from everything you've worked for, that's a decision that echoes. That's a wound that festers, because deep down, you'll know asterisk, you didn't give yourself a real chance asterisk. You bailed right when it mattered most. Every champion, every creator, every successful person you admire, they all hit this wall. They all had moments when the voice in their head said, it's not worth it. But the reason they're on the other side, they didn't listen. They didn't quit when it hurt. They pushed through the ugly middle. That's the difference. You've got to understand this. Discomfort is data. Resistance is feedback. If you feel like quitting, it means you're at the edge of expansion. And if you can just asterisk, hold the line asterisk a little longer, if you can push through when everything in you wants to tap out, that's when the shift happens. That's when the breakthrough comes. It's not about giant leaps. It's about one more rep, one more email, one more uncomfortable conversation, one more day of showing up, even when you don't see results. That's where the magic lives, in the moments where no one's watching, no one's cheering, and you choose to keep going asterisk anyway asterisk. And here's what happens when you do. Your mind adapts, your body follows. Your confidence grows not because you reach the goal yet, but because you prove to yourself that you can survive the storm, that you are stronger than your excuses, that you are more powerful than your quitting point. You build grit by refusing to retreat. You build belief by stacking up those tiny wins, especially on the hard days. And when the doubt comes back, because it will, you'll have evidence. You'll say, I've been here before. I felt like giving up and I didn't. And look what came next. So don't you dare quit in the valley. Don't you dare stop at 80% done. Because you'll spend the rest of your life wondering what could have happened if you had asterisk just kept going asterisk. This is not the end. It's not the time to walk away. It's the moment to double down, to remind yourself asterisk why you started asterisk, to take one more breath, square your shoulders and say, not today, I'm not done yet. You've got more in you, even when it feels like you don't, especially when it feels like you don't. You just have to keep moving one step, 1 hour, one decision at a time. And then one day, not far from now, you'll look back at this moment, the moment you almost quit, and you'll thank yourself for not giving up. Most people don't fail because they didn't have a good idea. They don't fail because they didn't have enough time or money or talent. They fail because they keep switching lanes. They keep scrapping the plan every time things feel hard. But here's the truth you need to swallow if you're serious about growth. Asterisk, asterisk, you don't need a new plan, you need a new level of discipline. Asterisk, asterisk, the world has conditioned us to chase shiny things. The moment it gets uncomfortable, the moment progress slows down, we panic. We jump ship. We say, maybe this isn't the right path. Maybe there's something better out there. And in that constant cycle of switching and starting over, you lose the most important thing in personal growth, asterisk, momentum, asterisk. You can't build momentum if every time you hit resistance, you pivot. Discipline is what bridges that resistance and takes you to results, not motivation, not inspiration, asterisk, asterisk, discipline. Asterisk, asterisk, discipline isn't glamorous. It's not fun. It doesn't get a highlight reel. It's the boring, repetitive stuff that no one wants to talk about. It's waking up early when no one's watching. It's working on your craft after a long day when you could easily give yourself permission to coast. It's doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. Because the truth is, if you only do the work when you feel like it, you're not going to get very far. Feelings are fleeting. Discipline is commitment. A new plan gives you a rush, it's exciting. It gives you the illusion of progress, but more often than not, it's just you avoiding the uncomfortable middle. You think, if I try something new, it'll work faster. But the reality, you're just avoiding the stretch, the slow, the hard part that asterisk everyone asterisk has to go through. That hard part, that's where real progress happens. That's where grit is forged. Most of the time, your current plan is not broken, your patience is. Your consistency is, your commitment is shaky, and instead of digging deeper, you run back to the drawing board, you start over, hoping the next strategy, the next tool, the next idea will finally unlock the results. But it's not about the tool. It's about how consistently you use it. It's not about the program. It's about whether you asterisk finish asterisk it. That's the edge most people never cross. Here's what you need to ask yourself. Have I really stuck with this long enough to see what's possible? Have I shown up day in and day out, regardless of how I feel? If the answer is no, then your plan isn't the problem, your discipline is. And let's clear something up. Discipline isn't punishment. Discipline is asterisk freedom asterisk. It's the structure that protects your potential. It's what allows you to build something stable, something real. Discipline gives you the power to say, I'm not going to let my mood dictate my moves. It trains your brain to act in alignment with your goals, not your emotions. There are going to be days where you don't see any progress, days when it feels like nothing's moving, days when you question if it's all worth it. That's when discipline shows up, not as a big heroic gesture, but as a quiet, powerful decision. Asterisk, keep going asterisk. That's it. Keep going. You won't always feel motivated. That's not a weakness, that's human. What separates those who succeed from those who stay stuck is not how often they feel inspired. It's how often they follow through asterisk anyway asterisk. The people who build legacies, who transform their bodies, their minds, their finances, they're not the most excited. They're the most asterisk disciplined asterisk. And the best part, discipline is built. It's not something you're born with. You don't need to feel ready. You just need to start. Start with small commitments. Honor them. Show yourself that you can be trusted, not just when it's easy, but especially when it's hard. That's how confidence is built. not by results, but by asterisk consistency asterisk. So stop chasing the new plan. Stop searching for something easier. You already know what to do. You just need to asterisk do it asterisk again and again and again. Because it's not the most talented person who wins, it's the one who asterisk keeps showing up asterisk, who does the reps when no one's watching, who keeps building even when the world hasn't noticed yet. Your next level isn't waiting in a different strategy. It's waiting in your ability to asterisk stay focused on one asterisk, to wake up, stick to it, and trust that the compound effect is real. That day after day, your efforts are stacking, even if you don't see it yet. That's what discipline does. It puts your head down and gets to work. It silences the noise. It resists the urge to start over. And it proves over time that the breakthrough doesn't need a new beginning. It needs an asterisk unshakable decision to finish asterisk. So, no, you don't need a new plan. You need to get serious about the one you already have. You need to lock in. You need to stop asking what if and start asking what now. Discipline doesn't promise fast results. It promises asterisk real asterisk ones, the kind that last, the kind that change your life. So take a breath, shake off the doubt, and get back to the work. Not when you feel like it, but because you asterisk said asterisk you would. That's the power of discipline, and that's how you win. You keep waiting for the right time. You keep saying, once I'm ready, or once I feel more confident, or when life calms down. But let me be real with you, that magical moment where everything aligns, your emotions, your energy, your environment, it's not coming. And even if it did, it wouldn't last, because confidence isn't something you wait for. It's something you asterisk build asterisk by doing the hard thing when you're scared, when you're uncertain, when you're full of doubt. You're not supposed to feel ready. You're not supposed to feel fearless. The truth is, nobody ever really feels fully ready to take the leap. We just get tired of standing still, and the people who seem the most confident, they're not fearless, they're asterisk courageous asterisk. They take action asterisk in spite of asterisk fear, not in the absence of it. That's the real game changer. That's where confidence lives, not in your head, not in your ideas, but in your asterisk actions asterisk. Your brain is designed to protect you. It wants you to stay safe, stay the same, avoid risk. So every time you try to grow, your brain is going to throw up a wall of fear. What if I fail? What will people think? What if I'm not good enough? These questions aren't signs that you're weak. They're signs that you're stepping into the unknown, that you're evolving, that you're stretching beyond the life you've already mastered. But what most people do when those questions come up is asterisk, pause, asterisk. They wait, they analyze, they procrastinate under the illusion of preparation. They say they're just being smart, or just not ready yet. And no, what they're doing is protecting their ego. They're trading growth for comfort. And that delay, that hesitation, it kills dreams, because the longer you wait to act, the louder those doubts become. The only way to shut them up is to move, to act, to step, even if it's messy, even if it's small. Action is the antidote to fear. You don't need to know all the answers. You just need to asterisk decide asterisk. You just need to asterisk begin asterisk, because every step forward proves to your brain that you're capable. Every time you do the thing you're afraid of, you send a message to yourself, I can handle this. And that message, that's how confidence is born. Confidence isn't a trait, it's a skill. You build it like muscle, and the reps, they're uncomfortable. They require effort. You have to do the scary thing, asterisk not asterisk, because you're ready, but because you're committed. Because your future matters more than your fear. Because your goals are more important than your excuses. You don't get confidence by standing on the sidelines. You get it by stepping onto the field, falling on your face, getting back up, and realizing, hey, I survived that. That's where true confidence comes from. Not from avoiding failure, but from asterisk, facing it asterisk, learning from it, and knowing you can get back up again. Waiting until you feel ready is just a form of self-sabotage dressed up as logic. You'll never feel fully ready to start the business, to have the hard conversation, to change your career, to take your health seriously. And if you wait for the fear to disappear, you'll wait your whole life. Let me say this again. Confidence is a byproduct of doing hard things. It is asterisk earned asterisk in the arena, not in your thoughts, not in your plans, not in your prayers, in your actions. That's how you rewire your brain. That's how you break through self-doubt, not by waiting, not by wishing, but by moving. Asterisk now asterisk. Start before you're ready. Start when your hands are shaking. Start when your voice is trembling. Start with whatever you have. Don't overthink it, because overthinking is just fear dressed up in strategy. Trust that you'll figure it out as you go, because you will, you always do. It's in the action that you become the kind of person who can lead, can speak, can grow, can achieve. Nobody is born that person. We all become through movement, and the people who seem the most confident, they've just had more reps. They've failed more, stretched more, risked more, and through that process, they built belief. You want that belief, you have to be willing to start before it shows up, to act without it, to lead yourself through the storm of uncertainty until confidence catches up . That's real power. So today, right now, ask yourself, what am I waiting for? What action have I been putting off because I don't feel ready? And then go take one step, one call, one message, one decision. It doesn't have to be big. It just has to be forward because forward is where your future lies. Don't let your potential die in the waiting room of almost ready. You are already more equipped than you think, more capable than you feel. You just need to prove it to yourself through movement. Act now, trust later. That's how confidence is created. You keep telling yourself you're stuck in your job, stuck in your routine, stuck in your life. But the truth is, you're not stuck. You're just scared. Scared of starting over, scared of being seen as a beginner again, scared that what's on the other side of change might not be as safe or predictable as what you've already got. But let me be clear, staying stuck is a decision. And if you're not moving forward, you're choosing to stay behind. If your life feels stuck, it's not because you can't change, it's because you're afraid to. Growth is painful. Change is uncomfortable. And most people would rather stay in a situation they've outgrown than step into something uncertain. That job that drains you, you know it like the back of your hand. That routine that's killing your spirit. It's familiar, so you convince yourself it's better to stay than to leap. But deep down, there's a voice inside of you that's screaming, this can't be it. There's more to me than this. And that voice, that's your potential trying to wake you up. Let me ask you, what are you afraid of losing that's worth more than what you could be gaining? Is the comfort of the known really worth the cost of your passion, your growth, your purpose? Because every day you choose to stay stuck, you are saying no to the version of you that could be thriving, evolving, fulfilled, and eventually that choice stops feeling like a choice. It becomes your identity. I'm just someone who's stuck. No, you're not. You're someone who's scared and that's okay. Fear is normal, but letting fear define your path, that's not okay. That's a betrayal of who you're meant to be. You've got to be brave enough to suck at something new, brave enough to be seen starting from the beginning, brave enough to walk away from something that's fine, in pursuit of something that sets your soul on fire. You don't get to have both the comfort of the familiar and the excitement of transformation. You have to choose, and yes, that choice might feel terrifying, but it's also the most liberating choice you'll ever make. You don't rebuild your life by waiting for the perfect moment. You rebuild it by waking up one day and deciding, this isn't it. I want more. I deserve more, and I'm going to fight for it, even if it's messy. You don't need a 10-step plan. You need one act of courage, one bold move in the direction of your future. That's it. That's how momentum begins. One decision. There's this belief that you need to have everything figured out before you take the leap. But that's a lie. You learn by asterisk leaping asterisk. You grow by asterisk doing asterisk. You become stronger by being tested. Every person who rebuilt their life, whether it was leaving a toxic relationship, changing careers, starting over at 40, healing from heartbreak, they all had a moment where they said enough. That moment, that's the beginning of everything. Stop waiting for the outside world to give you permission. Your boss, your family, your friends, they don't have to understand. They don't have to support it. They don't even have to believe in it. Asterisk you asterisk do. Because you're the one who's going to live this life, not them. You're the one who has to wake up every morning and look in the mirror. And if what you see is someone who gave up on themselves to stay comfortable, that's a pain that no external validation can fix. You've got time. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. I don't care if you're 25 or 55, as long as you're breathing, you can rewrite the script. Your past doesn't define you. Your current situation isn't your final destination. You are not stuck, you are just standing at a crossroads. And yes, the road ahead is uncertain, but the only way out is asterisk through asterisk. Through the fear, through the discomfort, through the messy middle, you don't rebuild your life by thinking about it. You rebuild it by asterisk doing asterisk something. Apply for that job, sign up for the class, start that side hustle. Have the hard conversation, get uncomfortable. That's how you begin, not by wishing, not by waiting, but by asterisk moving asterisk. And here's the truth: every time you take a step forward, even a small one, you prove to yourself that you are not stuck. You are powerful, you are capable, you are the author of your life, and at any moment, you can choose to write a new chapter. So stop telling yourself the lie that you can't change, that it's too late, that you've missed your chance. That voice, that's fear trying to keep you small. You've got to silence it with action, with courage, with truth. You already know what's no longer working. The question is, what are you going to do about it? You've got one life, one shot, and the time is asterisk now asterisk. Not tomorrow, not next year, not when it's convenient. Right now, you have everything you need to start over. All that's missing is the moment you finally say, I'm done being stuck, I'm ready to rebuild. And that moment, that's today.